I'm CT. When I'm not hosting podcasts, I live in the real world. I mean, everybody's got to have a job, right? Well, my job just happens to be CS, customer service. You know, solutions, relationships, and generating motivation to keep my team pumped up and connected to every single guest who has made a choice to stop into our store and fill their baskets and buggies full of everything. This is C.T.C.S, episode number 62, Thanksgiving Day. Let the seasons ring in. Transition walk. This is the eve before Thanksgiving. This will be my third Thanksgiving with the grocery store chain. And I know one thing. Tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day, yeah, I'm on the front line. Yeah, right there in front of everybody that they gotta have. Some might share a couple of stories. Others are grumbling because they had to travel. And you'll meet a bunch of people from out of town that have no idea what your store is all about. But, you know, you smile. And, you share your stories back when they invite that kind of a situation in. But, you know, we'll close at 2 o'clock. We'll officially leave because there will be people that'll come in at 1:59. But you know what? That's what all of this is about. To document reality. Welcome to C.T.C.S, the Thanksgiving show. Oh, wow. Pulling into the parking lot of the mall that our store is positioned in, and wow, you usually don't see it this blank at all. There are a few cars down there by the coffee shop, but wow, I did not expect it to be this silent. Oh, here we go. Now as I come over here toward the store, okay, that's where the people are. All those latecomers for Thanksgiving. Oh, we got it covered, Grandma. We're going to stop by the store first. We're going to make sure that CT is in CS first. Oh, boy. All right, here we go. So what did you do?
So I spoke with an American yesterday, and I asked him if he was ready for Thanksgiving. He said he sure was. It was going to be one of his most thankful Thanksgivings he could remember. He was about 35, 40 years old. And I said, "Oh, why is that?" And he said, "Well, I just got back from Ukraine." And I said, "Well, what were you doing in Ukraine? Were you, helping out, or have family over there?" He said, "I fought." He said, "I fought with the Ukrainians."
We talked about this.
Yeah. He said, "I did 12 years in the Army." He said, "I got out." He said, "Then I saw the invasion." He said, "I stopped what I was doing. I was able to be in a position in my life where I could afford to go over there." He said, "I went over there and volunteered my time in service." He said, "I wanted to liberate them." I mean, I thought, what are the odds that you're going to meet someone that not only served, but went and fought for another country in another war that had absolutely nothing to do with us?
Will he be recognized as a veteran of that war? You know what I mean?
I hope so, yeah. I mean, officially, probably not, but, as far as my eyes are concerned, he should be.
Yeah. What are your plans today?
Just my family's in town, and I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so I'm going over to make some vegetables that they asked me for.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go home and relax.
It's interesting that you say that you don't celebrate, because neither do I. Today's a day of gratefulness. So exactly. Yeah. If you celebrate gratefulness and mindfulness, you got peace every day. Excellent. So now, wait, is that an onion?
I don't know. Did you bring this up as an onion?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want this. It was with the scallions. And I don't want onions.
I was going to say, that's definitely not a scallion.
Okay.
I mean, doesn't that look like it's like one of these?
Look at that.
And maybe that's what it looks like underneath a scallion.
And look at this.
I would have never.
So I don't know. It smells different. But look at this one. See, I brought these all for my sister. Then I said, let me separate because I want one too. But I don't. You hung it up as an onion, not a scallion.
Yeah.
Any crazy stories this week? I mean, I'm just getting here on a Thursday.
Oh, yeah. I think the craziest thing, I was on Register 3, and there was a couple arguing right in front of customer service.
Really?
Yeah.
A good argument?
It was a good argument. I guess he had, something in his pants or something was showing on his pants, and they were very inebriated. Yeah. And she was yelling at him, and he was yelling back.
Is this the blonde-haired lady?
No, it was a black couple.
Okay, all right.
So security had to come over, but the way security came over, he was just very chill about it. He was like, "Hey, man, what's going on?"
Trying to pull Dr. Phil on him?
Pretty much. Like, okay, talk to me. It's like, "Man, I don't know what's going on with her. She's always want to complain." Wow. He's like, "Well, y'all got to go home together, so you might want to get it together."
A little bit of public display.
A little bit. That's how they show each other their love.
9:22 a.m. and they're already doing security. You need to be taping things. People are stealing already on Thanksgiving Day. I'm not shocked. There's a lot of full baskets and everything like that going through the store. Very crowded at this point in time. Is this kind of the guy right here the reason why you guys did a security check?
I don't know. I just heard over the radio do a security check, so I did one.
That's a lot of soda put in one basket.
Yeah, it's going to be Oreo Hypos.
So, and of course, the number one question on the phone is, how late are you guys open today?
Thank you, Joe.
What is this?
Pepperidge Farm, very thin, whole wheat bread.
Very thin.
Very thin,
yeah.
It says on there. The woman brought it up, and I said, how can I help you? And she said, I bought this bread, and I don't want it. And I thought, why did you buy it in the first place?
Why do they do that?
I don't know. I'm sure statistically 1 out of 100 accidentally do buy something they don't want. But 99% of the returns we get are the item is getting ready to expire, which let's check the date on.
Oh, okay, yep. And so they bring it back.
The expiration is December 3rd, so that's...
There you go.
Probably...
Yeah, today's the 24th, so 25th. So
it's less... 7, that's almost a week. So it could be that.
So take it back to the store. They take everything back.
But a lot of times they'll bring back a random item that's not going to expire, and they take that very same cash and buy another item. And I think they're sitting in their kitchen and they're looking at something and they're going, you know what, I don't really need that. Let me buy something else with it.
The older woman that said that she was 90 years old, she was in the middle of a conversation with me before she said that. And I'll tell you what led to her making that comment, was that she's got Spanish-speaking neighbors, and they're always speaking Spanish in front of her. And she says, I know full well, there she's right there. I know full well that they speak English, but around me they speak Spanish. And she said this morning, before I came over here, I went up and I hit the woman in the mouth with my hand.
What?
And my hand is hurting so bad. I said, I have to remind them over and over again, don't speak Spanish in front of me. And they were doing it, and she went and hit him in the mouth.
Wow.
She says, I'm 90 years old. I think I deserve to do that. And I'm going, oh, my God. That's when I said, are you kidding me? And then everybody turned around and looked at
wow.
her.
You should have said, oh, that's great. Can you show me where it says that English is the official language of the United States?
That's what I'm saying. And she felt that being 90 years old was reason enough for her to do it. And she was sitting there shaking her hand. And I was like,
well, sometimes you get what you deserve.
I'll get that new script in just a sec. How's your Thanksgiving, man?
Did somebody return the cake?
Oh, that's Karina's birthday cake. Her birthday is today, but we celebrated yesterday.
And you left the cake out so the frosting would all turn bad?
It's still really... We were eating it for breakfast this morning. It's fine. I promise.
I see.
Why not? Why not have cake for breakfast on Thanksgiving, right?
Any day.
Whatever.
Any day.
It's like pizza. Just leave it out.
Yeah.
Let the air dry it. Make it hard. You do anything special for Thanksgiving?
He's coming to see us because
That's
he's
what I'm.
family.
Yeah. When I come back at like 4:30, I'm gonna be very disappointed when this door's closed. Just gonna be standing outside,
Banging on the door. Where are they?
So we don't open tomorrow until 8.
Really? So that's pretty interesting. Okay, we're currently following a gentleman right now who's in a dark coat, mask. They caught him stealing a turkey last night. So now what they're trying to do is they're trying to find out what he's going to try to steal. That man that you described, he tried to take a turkey the other night.
Yes.
That's my buddy.
Yeah, well, your buddy tried stealing turkey.
That's my buddy, man.
The old man in all black is really nice if you ever talk to him.
Yeah, he's nice.
But we talked about this, didn't we? That they get you with kindness. Those are the ones you have to watch out for.
Yep.
Man. And then he tried to talk about it. He says, man, what's going on with the turkey? And I'm thinking, are you going to confess to me that you tried to take the turkey now?
Yeah, you can confess to it.
A woman, she and I are having this great conversation, and we're talking about how, Thanksgiving for her begins whenever. And then on register number 4, she gets 3 $100 bills. She looks at the $100 bills the way that we're supposed to, and then she hands me the $100 bills, and I look at it, and the lady looked at me in the eyes. She said, really, do you think I would bring in fake ones? And she wanted nothing to do with me from that moment forward. We went from having a great conversation to where she was really angry.
Makes you wonder why, right?
Yeah.
Like if you've got nothing to, if you did nothing, what are you worried about?
Yeah.
I mean, it happens to me all the time.
Oh, it was almost like we offended her because we were double checking.
Right.
But that's our job.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you do your job?
Yeah.
That's what happens here.
What are your Thanksgiving festivities? What are they all about this year?
Well, let's see. For lunch, we're going over to the park to eat subs.
and watch the kids run around and be crazy. And then dinner will be later.
What time's dinner? 'Cause I'm coming over, man, with a Foster.
Nobody has told us, honestly. No one has told us. We didn't have a need to know. That was beyond our pay. All right, happy Thanksgiving.
What are you going to do tonight when the store is closed? We close at 2. You're going to come in here at 7, 8 o'clock. Go Tigers. Yes, sir. We just got the official written rule from the general manager that 2 minutes before the top of the hour, 2 minutes before 2, nobody's in the building. Nobody gets in the building whatsoever. And he says it's time for us to go home and be with our family. You going to go home and be with the family, New Guy Bill?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Right now, New Guy Bill, he's doing what his job is, and that is he's collecting cards. All right, 35 minutes left to go in the day, and we are a full house full of people, and we've started making the announcements of, hey, look, we're closing the doors at 2 o'clock. We got families to go home to, and you have to be blunt like that because you don't want to offend them, but you kind of do, and you want them to kind of go on a little guilt trip as well because let's go home to our families. All right, we're down to 15 minutes here. I mean, it's been a kind of a steady crowd today, but still, we have about 15 minutes, guys. Okay. So we're 15. Yeah, we'll be closing 15 minutes.
You'll be closed
15 minutes. That's it. Yep.
So only 15 minutes.
Yep. So I don't know. Do you feel anxiety like I do? Because
I don't feel anxious because I feel very stern in my ways at this moment.
Yeah. Try to lay the law down and stuff like that. We're trying to be nice.
Yeah, nice about it, but
see, there you go. They're making the announcements.
Yep.
And we are officially closed. Standing up here with security. Security and I are saying, nope, can't get in. Can't get in. Yeah. Now we've got to get those that are in out. Absolutely. Thank you. Transition walk, day number 2. This is Black Friday. People are supposed to be out and about having a great time, and we had to make an emergency run over to a hardware store, and man, it was empty. So where's everybody at? Is it going to be one of those kinds of days? Because I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell you right now that I can't stand being in a store where there is nobody and all the other coworkers will sit there and say, man, don't put a curse on it. No, I want a full store. I like to be busy. What's going on?
No, can you just put a reason on this refund for me? And then you just put something on this one. You can just sign this one. I was missing this one. I don't know what happened to it.
So in other words, the president. Oh shit! What did they shake it up?
It's the same customer for some reason.
It looks suspicious. Corporate's coming to look into it later.
Are they good? Good. I like it when corporate does that.
They got a lot of questions for you.
Look, man, my best friend in radio is HR. So, yeah, I don't mind. Living on the edge, man. Creating your own rules.
Can you just sign this one for me?
I told the county that I didn't want to do the thing yesterday by giving him back his money and stuff like that. And so, I mean, he kind of took my side, but he didn't, but he understood. But those are the decisions that a lot of our guests and stuff like that don't understand. That what we have to deal with is that, do you trust?
Yeah, you have to answer for, that wasn't expensive. That's a lot of money if you combine both transactions.
Yeah.
And it does look suspicious, so you got to get the story.
Well, that's why I kept going. I think we talked about that yesterday, is that, I was like, dude, I'm frozen. And so...
Yeah, and you asked all the right questions, and when technically everything was done by the book. So
Right.
What you got there, buddy?
Thanksgiving being over, that means that the aisles here at the store are flooded with Christmas songs, and so you get that holly jolly kind of spirit. And then you're reminded that there's still people, even though we're in the holly jolly spirit, that are trying to rip off cheese. And, no, it's not buy one, get one free. It's full price. But my daughter said, well, no, not this time. Wow, that was not fun. I'm at register number 1. Guy comes up with dry ice, kind of tosses it up there. You don't do that with dry ice. And then you have to take it out of the brown paper bag that he put it in, and I take it out of there, and this big gas bubble comes out of that paper bag right into my face. I have the worst freaking headache right now. Oh my God. You're not supposed to breathe in the fumes of dry ice, and he set that situation totally. I got to give you a jazzy update. We know that she did the great escape yesterday out of the metal kennel and then out the back door. I don't know how she did it. So today I went over to Lowe's and I got chain, real thick chain, and 3 locks to lock that door down. Lee comes home.
No.
Her head is caught in between the door, and she's sitting there struggling.
No.
Yeah.
Already working on it.
So it's already trying to get out.
That dog is smart. That dog has got to be smarter than a human. That dog is exploiting
She's
every
gonna
weakness.
figure it.
Yep,
She's gonna figure it out.
And no matter how good you think you have it, she's gonna find that weak spot every time.
That's it.
She's the master.
So I'm thinking she should be an employee of the store. She'd be a better security guard.
You need to, you know what? You need to take her, chain her up, put her in her kennel, drive around to town, charge people money to come in a tent, and watch her escape. It's a great jazz.
The U.S. played in the World Cup today, and our bar, we have a bar here at the grocery store, was just jamming with people watching that. And it was very interesting to see how people were explaining the game to those that are brand new to the sport. If you listen very carefully, you can hear the Christmas music playing in the background. You've got this now for the next month. Karen and Richard Carpenter.
Are you from out west?
I just hate to see my dad grew up out there.
Okay, cool.
Out in L.A.?
Ended up moving out this way.
Okay.
Grew up, raised me right. The L.A. way.
There you go.
So how do you like it though when you ask somebody, I say, "Are Dodgers fan?" No, I just got it for the fashion. It's like you're going, what?
I like the color blue.
Yeah, that's it.
Have a good one.
What's different about this flour? That I mean, is there
It's
something?
got to be self-rising to make this kind of cake she makes.
Oh, what kind of cake is it?
It's a pound cake.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it has to be like kind of fluffy then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's made from scratch.
You're spoiled.
Yeah. You got it. What else you got?
$5.91 then, sir.
Best Harris Tea of all the Harris Tea.
Oh, thank you.
You try hard. You do good.
You have a great night
All right.
tonight. Enjoy that cake.
Okay, thank
now,
you.
if you need a taste tester, we're here. Okay,
Okay.
we're here for you.
All right. Thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you.
All right.
Transition walk, day number 3. I'm still bothered by an event that took place last night in customer service. I mean, from up close, it probably doesn't look like there's something that went wrong. But when you pull the lens back, I just don't feel comfortable with what took place. A guest comes in to cash their payroll check. We do. And then the guest turned to me for a money order. And I'm thinking, why did you have to have 2 people to do this? And in the transition of making that money order, he kept giving me $20 bills, and then he would give me a $100 bill. Well, I watched him like a hawk. We've talked with these quick-fisted people, and there's a side of me that just felt like he was up to something. But because I did not take my eye off from every single move he did, it's my martial arts eye, man. I watch what's going on. I study everything. But I just felt, it just didn't feel what I felt. Smart Food has been very smart in creating all these different types of, it's popcorn, is it not? New Guy Bill?
It is popcorn mix, and so it's their traditional popcorn with Crunch Berries.
Yeah, it's Captain Crunch's Crunch Berries Mary Berry Popcorn Mix. Say that 5 times in a row. So, so of course, I've got to get this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
As are half of us up there.
Did you see this, David?
What's that?
Look at this. Smart Food. Captain Crunch Popcorn.
Wow. That's exactly what you need.
If I came up to you and said, "Hey, Bill, what are you hawking?" Would you know what I was talking about?
Absolutely.
So you know what hawking is?
Yeah, but I'm 42 years old. So I'm guessing you're going to tell me the other associate did not know what you were talking about.
They had no idea what hawking was, and so I maybe thought it like hawking up a fur ball or something like that. It's like.
So you said, "What are you hawking today?" And
yeah.
What did she say?
And she goes, "What am I? What?" I said, "Hawking." And she looks at me. She goes, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I said, "What are you selling?" Oh, and I said, "You've never heard of a hawk shop or anything like that?" And she goes, "No."
Wow. Well, that just speaks for where you and I are at in our life.
The big search is on in the store, masa harina, which I guess goes with chili. And you Google it, it shows you a picture of it, but you ask anybody, even back in the bakery, masa harina, and everybody's like going, what? We have caught that man stealing more times.
This is at least like 5 times. Yeah. And he comes in every single day, and he tries to steal a $3 pack of meat or a bunch of rolls or whatever. And sometimes we let it go if it's something little. But he gets a Foster's beer. This is a big beer. This is.
But you know he got me because he came up here and talked about how good the pumpkin pies are.
I knew it. And I knew something was wrong because he never comes to the counter. He always goes to self-checkout because that's how he steals. He hides his items under a newspaper.
Yep.
And he did it today. But he thought he was going to talk to you and just walk right out. And he almost did.
Right. And he goes, that's not mine.
Yeah.
And so how did it get in there then?
Right. The same type of beer that you buy every single day, but this one's not yours? Okay.
Transition walk, day number 4. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's raining out here in the forest. Birds singing. I was a little bit worried about the birds yesterday because of this bird flu that's going on. They say that it's not too good. Fresh out of church, you know me. I got to get my church on before I go in on a Sunday, so I can refocus, get my reasons in the right order. And today was the message was pretty much quit going for more. And really understand why you've got less, which is really interesting because the message on that is that I'm in front of people every day. I see the size of those baskets of groceries. They want more, but they don't seem happy. Well, it was about 3 minutes before I was leaving to go to CS that word got to me that someone that was once a major part of my life has transitioned. Deeply saddened by the transition of the V-Man. He helped me personally understand sports, a father of sorts in the way of breaking down the plays. Our days together at 95 WQ and Sports 610 on Radio Road, then at Jefferson Pilot, he was on WBT and I played on 107.9. Jerry was even at my wedding. He's always in our hearts, and we will always have stories to share, just like an unforgettable game in any sport. We'll miss you. But at the same time, we have those stories. This is why I do a transition walk before I come into the store, and that is that right off the bat, I'm not in customer service, I'm at self-checkout. It's 9 machines here I've got to take care of, and man, you are running and you're moving. We have 3 people that didn't show up for work and 1 person that walked away. Yep.
Forgot to grab something I just checked out.
Just put it right here. Absolutely. We'll keep it nice and safe for you. Between to make sure that things are going real well. So it's definitely a workout. We just got word that a couple of men are harassing 2 females outside the store. We've called the police. We're going to get this fixed real fast. Well, it's turned out to be 3 people, not 2 people, that are saying disgusting things to the women that are going by, our guests, and they literally have told us they can say whatever they want. It's freedom of speech. So we waited for security to come, and the police have arrived, and we're going to find out just how much that freedom of speech really lasts for them. All right, here's the update. There's 4:18 left to go in the professional football game, which is just, maybe 4 miles from here. We're winning. So that means in 45 minutes, those people are going to be in the store.
Don't say that to me.
No.
Don't tell me that, man.
Were you here last year during the football games and stuff like that? I mean, man, we've already been, 3 and 4 deep today.
Yeah, but I mean, Sundays are so damn busy that I don't see the morning crowd versus the after game crowd. I just see a crowd of people. But I mean, it is what it is at this point. I mean, the fire's already started burning. All we can do is try to contain it and go from there.
And I think somebody put a Duralog in there today.
Yeah, they did. A couple of them. A little bit of gasoline, fucking box of matches. She gets over here and she goes, "What do I need to do?" And I go, "Just link your credit card." She didn't have her card with her. But somehow she knew all the numbers on her card.
She was copying it off from her phone.
Okay.
And she was handwriting it down and stuff like that, yeah.
So she puts that card in. Instead of waiting here and letting me scan it from customer service and do it, she walks right back over to his line.
Yes.
Cuts in front of somebody. He goes to scan it. It declines it. It declines it, right? He does it 3 more times.
Yeah, and now the card's stopped.
So now the card's blocked out of the system.
Yeah. And
she comes over and we're like, "It's not working." She goes, "All right, I'm going to add another card." So she claims she adds another card, goes over there, it's the same card. So we're like, "Man, you got to add a different card." I go, "There's a Bank of America ATM right behind the store that does wireless.
Yeah.
You can take your phone over there and try to withdraw money."
And she did. But then you saw what she did with the money. She didn't pay you up here. She went right back to him.
Yeah.
She went right back. It was like, what the heck?
She came in and grabbed her shit and went over there.
Yeah.
And we're just like, "What are you doing?" Like, I just wanted her to give up. I wanted her to get frustrated and leave.
She would not.
She was going to figure something out.
Now you're saying that she's your aunt? Mm-hmm. Okay.
She said C.T. She said, that's my buddy up there.
Let's find out if I know it. How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was great.
That's good. That's good.
It was great.
I think that's the last time that I saw you was like the day before Thanksgiving. Let me see that picture. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I didn't know that was your aunt.
Yeah.
Oh, man, so she gets out and about all the time, huh? Yes, so say hello to her for me,
I
okay?
sure will.
Thank you.
She will talk your ears
Yes,
off.
she will.
Yes,
she will. You're not going to believe what I just found out what they're selling
I
here.
see what's in your hand. It makes me happy.
Fireball.
Yeah,
What's that?
Wow, I didn't know that they were doing it here.
What is that?
That's the only one they have.
Fireball. Look at them selling Fireball here.
Fireball for what?
Es un alcohol que quema.
For what?
It's not made out of whiskey. It's made out of something else. But it's 15% alcohol.
It
So
burns.
it's still.
Quema. Le quema la garganta.
So it burns pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
It's Fireball. It should burn.
This sell here?
Yeah.
How much?
$8.99.
Well, I mean, obviously you're going to get the buzz, but it burns.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a Fireball?
Yeah.
It burns.
No.
In Australia for my aunt's bachelorette, we all had a shot of
Big-
Fireball. Threw up in the
Can you get drunk with
It
one?
burned.